Hello friends, this is Chandrakant from Akul Mac Technologies. Welcome to SOTY Wednesday. And as you know that SOTY Wednesday is a tip that we come on every Wednesday and give the tips to the contestants who are participating in the Top Brass SOTY Awards. So without further ado, let me welcome my friend from UK, Mr. Neville Gund. Neville, how was the morning today in London?
It's wonderful over in London today. We're looking for 27 degrees, which means that we're in the height of summer once again. So, yeah, feeling great. Feeling great.
Fantastic. So we have covered most of the basics level. We have covered the light, sound. We have covered how you should make your background, uh, how to speak, what to speak. So most of the basic tips have been covered. So uh, I was thinking that let's get into little advanced stuff today, and we get into nitty-gritties of making and planning your video. So with that intention, I would like to ask you, what more is required by a candidate or a contestant after he has fixed his background, his light, his camera, his appearance, his language? What more is required in order to make your video popular?
Well, the first thing we need to be doing so far is practicing everything that we've been suggesting. So the only way to do that is literally take lots and lots of video of yourself practicing, because that's the only way you can do it. So then you can work out whether or not you're looking over here or looking over there or not looking at the camera and looking down, That's the only way you're going to find out where you are. So as you say, we've done all the basics now. So what we need to do is to take it up a notch, take a little advanced arena. And one of the advanced arenas now is to moderate your tone and put in silence. So what you're doing is allowing people to think. And there's a really good way we can do this, actually, because it's already in front of us. We see it whenever we're looking at the TV. It's there all the time. And it's called an advert. We see adverts all the time. And some adverts really draw you in, don't they? And some adverts are really quite boring. So it's the ones that draw you in, the ones you really should be listening to. Because if you're being drawn in, the likelihood is people around you will see you in that picture. Does that make sense? I mean, do you get drawn into certain adverts and switched off by others?
Yes, Neville. In fact, I would like to also add to what you're saying. I think one of the big trick that the video producers or video makers can use is use rhetorics. So, many
Oh,
times
yes.
rhetorics are very powerful tool. You pose a question, but you don't want to get an answer from the audience. You pause for some time, as you were suggesting, and give the answer yourself. So that gives audience a bit of time to think, to ponder upon. And I think the rhetoric as a technique can be very, very powerful while making a video.
You're absolutely right. And the interesting thing is, when they pause, and it feels like a really long pause, but it isn't. It's a very short pause, but enough for your brain to start thinking. They've drawn you in, and they've just paused slowly. Your brain's thought of the answer, then they give you the answer. How does that make you feel? It makes you feel, oh, I'm brilliant, I came up with the answer, and therefore they're drawing you in even more. They're making you more excited. I saw the smile in your face, when you think, yeah, I know the answer. Well, yeah, because we love to get things right, don't we? So this is a very simple technique, but it's actually quite difficult to do because you've got to practice it. But as I say, you already know the adverts that you like to watch. So go and watch them now with a slightly different thought process going on. Go and watch them with a SOTY mindset. What is it doing to me? How is it making me feel? Write down some of the words as well. Copying is absolutely fine in this arena because you're not going to be talking about the same thing. You're going to be talking about something that you're interested in. So copying is not plagiarism at all. It's not cheating. It's actually being very smart because they've put in all of this superhuman effort and probably millions of dollars into that advert. So take the best from the best. That's how we all grow. That's how we all learn. And guess what? Yeah, I've learned to do that as well. So it's quite simple. It's not difficult, is it, CK?
Certainly not. And while using adverbs, I'm sure if you're a smart person, people will not copy it verbatim. I think they will add their flavor to it. So it will be a totally different thing, even though you have copied it from somewhere, but it will come out to be a totally different thing. Because if you, as Neville is suggesting, that you keep practicing it, every iteration of your practice will produce a totally different outcome. So I think it is fair to copy to begin with. But Neville, I would like to also share some more facts. I've been talking to a lot of contestants, and many of them are actually not jumping on making a video, which is right. They are actually making a script. So, many are not doing it. Many are jumping on it without any thought process. But there are some intelligent people who are making script. So, what is your take on this strategy?
Well, if you think of any movie, any sitcom, any TV show, they've all got scripts. And there's a reason for that. It's because to deliver something, you've really got to practice it. And if you're practicing it time and time and time again, you need to be working from a script. And when that script doesn't quite flow, you need to change the script. I mean, I've seen some brilliant actors, on the set, and they've got all the words in front of them and they're practicing it. And I can see them going through, and they have a pencil, and they all have their own way of doing this. Some will circle it, cross it out, and put another one, another word. Another one will say, change that word to another word, and then they'll pass it to their PA, and the PA will literally put it into a document very quickly and reprint the whole thing so that the script hasn't got any marks on or anything, because that's the way they like to do it. They don't want to be diverted, their attention. I mean, you can imagine that even 30 words, if all of those words change, all of a sudden you've got no script. But it's getting that message over. You need to script things. Some people can do it off the cuff. I do a lot of my presentations off the cuff, and I've got about 5 words that I will go through. But I do that because I've done it time and time and time again, and all I'm doing is referring to the audience. When you're doing this video, remember, there is no audience. You're looking into a screen. So this is how you need to get better, right? A script is a great way to help you focus on getting all of the words right. And then you become pitch perfect. So remember, we're only talking 90 seconds here. We've already said, break that 90 seconds down into 6 equal parts. So that's 15 seconds each if you haven't done the maths. There you go, that's a giveaway for you. The tip of the day. 90 divided by 6 is 15. All you've got to do is start practicing. That's the key. That's the other key message today. Look at what other people do. The TV is a great area. Watch the movies, look at the ads. Make a script and then practice it, because the right practice makes perfect. And you've just got to have the right practice. So, few tips today, CK. Any more you want to add before we let them go?
In fact, I just want to summarize. I think the tip number 1 is use pauses and rhetoric questions. to enhance the delivery or engagement with the audience. That is tip number one. Tip number two, get inspired by the great work which is already available. Get inspired, but do not completely copy as verbatim. Add your own flavor so that it looks original. And number three is, make sure that you have a script, you have a plan when you start making your video. So script will lead to a plan, will lead to a delivery. So I think these are the three tips that we would like to go ahead in this SOTY Wednesday.
There you go. So there you go, everybody. And the nice thing is you can replay this video time and time and time again to get those 3 tips. But do them. You know, the only way you're going to get good at this is to go and do it. So have fun doing it. SOTY Wednesday is now over, but next week we'll have another SOTY Wednesday. Failing that, I'll see you tomorrow, CK.
See you tomorrow. Have a nice day, Neville. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.